losing my son, my boys, and my husband. And so I just sat there, and then I seen all this in social media about bodybuilding, and I told my daughter, I was like, I'm gonna do bodybuilding. Um, it helped me a lot. Not think about what had happened. Um, it's just it just makes me not think about that. Because in bodybuilding is so demanding. You gotta train, and you're trying to focus. You're not thinking about the bad. You're thinking about, okay, I'm training for something, and I'm focusing on eating. I'm focusing on pose. Just keeps your mind busy. So that's what got me into bodybuilding. It saved me. I don't, it just keeps me very busy. It just made
Yeah.
me, it helped me with depression, and getting me out of that dark place. And I feel, so good because you focus on, working out, and you have, you want to be out there and working towards a goal. So I have a goal. I want to get my pro card. So I work so hard. So, it just keeps, makes you think about not the bad. Helps with depression. So that's what got me into bodybuilding. It saved. I always say it saved my life. So, and I'm
Yes.
continuing gonna go do it because I have goals. I want to do pro. I want to continue going up and, in the sport. So I set myself goals. So I got something to focus and not thinking about the bad. So
Yeah. My condolences. I wasn't really expecting that you to say that. I mean, I maybe I shouldn't even ask like what happened, but like I probably just So like on your first show, like how did you train for your first show?
how was my first show? Is that
Like
what you
yeah, how
asked?
you're training? Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're
So for
training.
my first show, I was very nervous. I it was I was actually, I did pretty good. I won. I got my sword and I won my medals and stuff like that. I still, of course, I has to still work on it, but I was very nervous. But I was excited at the same time, and it just actually I feel pretty good in my first show. I did. I feel so good. I was like so many emotions. Just being nervous and happy. Like um I'm gonna say, just gives you a good feeling, just you're just thinking about you're thinking about that, what focus on what you're gonna go for. You're okay, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna do my walk, and I'm gonna, give them my best, which I already, you always have to think about it too, like, there's always, the good and bad. You could, not, of course you're always going to get feedbacks from judges, but at the same time, just get yourself better. I always try to look at it in a positive way, because I always think to myself why I joined this sport. So what's my goal. So that's, it was pretty, I have to say, my first show, I feel pretty good. A lot of emotions, but I feel good.
Did
So
did you
yes.
did you um what was it your plan to just choose bikini or it just happened?
Um, no, actually, it just happened. My trainer just told me I was gonna be a bikini. I guess that's how my body is built, doing being bikini.
Yeah.
Um, which I have. I'm gonna do bikini for now, but I do feel like doing wellness maybe later maybe next year. I'll have to talk to my trainer about it and see, because he's the expert. He's the pro. He's done this for so many years, and he's a very good trainer. He's actually yeah, he's very good because he's actually got me to where I'm at right now. My transformation of my body. Because even though I was in fitness before, I always been athletic. I was a dancer, and I did so much, but I didn't have the muscles that I have now. just because of the eating, and I know just with him helping me, I just have to say that, yeah, and he says, I guess I have the bikini body, but I- you can never like downsize yourself. You could always, I always strongly believe you could always do whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna do wellness maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So
Yeah,
probably
I,
without
I,
this
I was
boxing, my legs will grow more.
yeah, I
So
was looking at some of your pictures. Was planning to also show the viewers your Instagram pic. You know, I'm on my phone, but because it kind
mhm.
of twirls and all that stuff. But yeah, you have a nice
Yeah,
physique. I like these pictures. Oh, who's
thank
this?
you.
Like your daughter?
Yeah, that's my youngest one. She's 3. She's gonna be 4.
Oh, okay.
That's my
So it's just
3-year-old.
so it's just you and her.
No, actually, me and my daughter that is 22. She's the boxer. It's just
22.
me, my daughter. Yeah, she's 22 years old. My daughter. She
Yeah.
she's she, yeah, we she lives with me. She's the one that does boxing. She's been doing boxing since she was a little girl. Um, she's the one that helps me with her little sisters after her dad passed. She's like my she's been my biggest supporter. She's been the one
Right.
that's like um she's just been cheering me on all this, and just like I cheer her on in her all her boxes matches. So yeah, so
Do you
she's,
tell? Do
yeah,
you
just
tell?
me and my girl.
I was
What's
gonna
that?
ask you. Do you? No, I was gonna ask. Do you tell your age? Because you look young. I wouldn't
Oh,
like looking at you.
oh,
I wouldn't think that you had
uh,
a 22-year-old.
my oldest is 27. I have a 27-year
Yeah.
old.
Oh
Yes, I
wow.
do. Um,
Wow.
I'm 40. I'm 40 years old.
Yeah.
So
You look 30. You
yes, I'm
look like
40.
you just turned 30.
Oh, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
Like
I've because I've
look like
always taken care of myself. So
yeah. Yeah. So you was always
I always tell.
athletic. So
Yes,
yeah,
I've
like
always
you
been
told me,
athletic.
like you was a dancer. You was a dancer and stuff like that.
What was that? I couldn't hear that. I
No,
didn't
no,
hear that.
I
What
was
was that?
asking. So you was no, I was saying. So you was like a dancer, and you did other things.
Yes, yes, I did dance competitions before when I was younger.
Oh,
And
okay.
I also always I always like I've always been athletic. Like I used to run a lot. I did a lot of cardio before in my younger years since I was young. Um, I did dancing. I was a runner. I ran 10 miles a day when I was younger. I always watched what I ate. I was always into like taking care of myself. I did CrossFit. I did powerlifting. I did one powerlifting competition before bodybuilding. Um, I always like said I've been doing this. I've been in the fitness industry for 26 years. Um, and now I'm doing like bodybuilding. So I would
Wait,
say that like what's that?
no, no. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Oh, I would say that like for me, um I've always been in the fitness industry just because I would say this and I think for everybody who wants to like I give this to everybody around the world because I know a lot of people going through things. Um, it's always helped me with my stress, with a lot of issues that I've gone through. I always fall into like working out, finding a sport and doing something. So yeah, like so I've been doing this for like 26 years. Like I was a dance instructor. I used to teach dancing. I taught Latin, hip hop, salsa, merengue, everything. You name it, I'll show it to you. So I love dancing. I love dancing.
like with
So yeah.
bodybuilding. When did it come easy for you? Like learning it?
Um, the working out came out really easy for me. Um, I would say I'm not gonna say it's like It came out easy, but at the same time, it's hard on the just like on the eating part, because even though you take care of yourself, like people say, I always like people will say, oh, I eat clean. No, there's a lot behind it. Eating, especially when you're cutting, um and you really got to be on point on what you eat. Like, well, at least for me, I have to speak for myself. Like, because you're getting ready for a show, and you got to watch what's in your, because whatever you put in your body, it shows, and when you're on stage it shows.
Right.
So yeah, the eating part, I would say, it's a challenge. It is always, it's a challenge. That part did not come easy for me. It was hard. It was very hard, because you're hungry, and and then plus you're trying to like lift weights, and then you're on this, you're trying to cut down your calories and your carbs, and it's just a lot of pushing, because you don't got the energy like you did before, and you got this show in a couple weeks. And so yeah, the eating part, I would say, is hard. It came out hard for me, but the lifting, it didn't, because I already knew about lifting and proper lifting, because I know I was a person, I'm a personal trainer, so that's like always that help. And also doing powerlifting, you have to always learn the proper lifting technique, because when you're lifting very heavy and you lift wrong, you're done. Especially because you're lifting so much weight. A woman my size, I have to be careful. So I'm very cautious about like when you lift it proper. So yeah.
Okay.
So I would say
So
that
you
the
also
eating part is
so you
what's that?
also do like power? No, I'm asking, did you also do powerlifting? You do
Yeah,
powerlifting?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Do
Yes,
you
I
still
did
do it
powerlifting
now?
before. If I
You
do it
oh
now,
before? Yeah,
before,
I was
yeah, I did
asking.
it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did
Yes.
powerlifting before.
How long did you do
Yeah.
that?
Well, I started lifting. I did that before I competed. I started like I trained for like 5 years just to try to get myself like to lift heavy. So that it takes time when you want to lift heavy. That is, well, for me, it didn't just come like naturally, like get the strength. But I trained for like 5 years until I actually competed. I got work with a power lifter trainer, and he helped me, to start lifting more heavier. But first I just did it by my own until for the 5 years started lifting. Did the squat, the deadlift, the bench press. So
Mm.
yeah,
What
that that's hard sport too.
yeah.
That's a hard
like
sport.
in what's your favorite workout like when you're training? Your favorite
What's my
workout
favorite
routine? Do you have
workout?
yeah, what's your favorite workout routine?
Um, I I love working my biceps and my triceps. I love that.
Yeah,
I love working my
yeah, yeah,
arms and
yeah.
my
Who did these
triceps.
pictures?
I think that was like the
Yeah.
fastest thing, huh?
Who did those
Yeah,
pictures? This is nice.
that's yes. I think that my upper body was the easiest for me to get toned. It was my biceps and triceps. So
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Hey,
yes.
very impressive. Do you ever measure your biceps or you don't be thinking about that?
No, I don't think about it, because I feel like if I measure them, like if I don't, I just I'm not gonna lie, I do measure them sometimes. It hasn't been a while, but I just feel like if I try not to, because then I feel like, oh, they're not big enough, and maybe I need to go do that again, train harder, because you got to train all your body. In bodybuilding, you have to train everything. And sometimes I
Yeah,
catch myself like working extra on my biceps and triceps, because I see them. They're like one of my biggest part. Like they're so formed. It's so easy. It's like they form so quick. Um, that I that's why I don't measure them. No, because I know I have to work on my legs, and my chest and my back. So yeah, which my back is I think is kind of long, came a long ways too. So than it was before. My back
Yeah,
muscles. So
I would say that your arms is like your arms is impressive. You know, I don't know like your height and like your size or anything like that. You know.
yeah, I'm 5'1". I'm 5'1",
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm at 108 pounds, 107 pounds. I mean now. Well, for
Oh, okay.
now, when I'm done, I think I when I'm not getting ready for show day, I'm at like 115, 113,
Mm.
around there. I've always been
Like,
small. I'm always a small person.
yeah,
So
like yeah, like with the body, like what organization that you do in bodybuilding?
mhm. What is it?
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm asking what organization that you do. Do you do NPC? Do you do OCB?
NPC.
Or NPC? Oh, okay. All
Mhm.
right. And you
Yes.
you have like
I wanted.
and so not to get what you was about to say? No, you was
No,
about
go
to
ahead.
say something. No,
Oh, I
I
wanted it.
like you
I,
got go
I
ahead,
do
go
want
ahead.
to do like the OCB. I do want to try other
Yeah,
ones. I've been looking at some other ones, the OCBs. I've been trying. I've been learning like what they do and stuff. But I don't. The thing is that I go through everything. I always ask for my trainer's feedback. Like I say, because he's been on this more than I have. So
yeah,
but that is my second goal. I am looking at one competition. I think it's in Wisconsin, and it's a OCB. So I am looking. I know that the poses are a little different than the ones
yeah,
that I'm doing now. Because right now that I'm the one that I'm gonna do in October 19 is the Midwest, and I know that I just barely like started learning about the posing and turnings and stuff like that. So, but I'm looking into doing that one, and like I said, I won't do it until my trainer says it's okay, because I know that there's a lot behind it, like each organization and stuff like that. So yeah, I won't do shows unless he okays it. So
yeah,
because like I said, I only been this on, it's gonna be my third year. So it's just, and if I do this other one after the October 19, it'll be my fifth competition doing. So
So
yeah. So
also
but yeah, I
so
am.
so all no, I was gonna ask like so all together this is like your third competition that you did? You did three
The one
competitions?
Yeah, the one that I just did on
Yeah,
September 14, that was my third one. And the one that I'm doing in October 19 in 4 weeks, that'll be my fourth one doing.
okay.
So
So how you did
it's gonna
in
be
this
my fourth.
how did you do in the last competition?
And the last competition, I did good. I came up third place on 35 masters. I did really good, but I was upset with myself because I posing is not easy. That's one of the, I think
Right,
that's another thing. It's not, you got to get those poses right, because judges be looking at that. And I feel like I have to work on my walk. I got that feedback. I have to work on my walk. Also trying to hold your back pose and trying to stay like, try to flex and walk back. When they tell us to walk to the back, we have to stay flexing our back muscles or
right,
glutes, and that's not easy to do. um
right.
so yeah, I got a lot of feedback on my walk, on my posing and walking, which I'm working with. I am working on that with a posing coach on that. So I'm getting on top of that too. I'm training a lot on posing because I want to do a lot better for this show that is coming up on October 19th. So because
Have you
yeah,
found
it's
like
not easy.
a coach yet?
Yeah, I do actually have a posing coach. She's been helping me
Oh,
since I started doing bodybuilding, so I've been working with her.
mm,
but like I said, it's not easy. Um, uh, yeah, that's just something I have to work on more. Because I'm not. It's not. I should maybe train more on posing. I focus so much on lifting and lifting and cardio
Yeah,
and then I kind of leave the posing to the end, and which I shouldn't. So yeah,
yeah,
now I'm like working a lot on my posing now because that's one of the main things that they look at on your
yeah,
poses and smiling to smile. And I when I'm on stage, I forget to smile. That they look at everything. So
yeah.
yeah, I always
Yeah. I
smile.
mean, yeah, it's a lot to take in. It seems like, I'm not a bodybuilder, but for me, talking with bodybuilders and hearing things, posing is it's if you can have like a nice physique, but if your posing is not good, you're not gonna win shows. So yeah,
Yes, yes, true. That is so true. And that was kind of upsetting to me because I'm like, well, like, cause every bodybuilder works so hard on working, getting those muscles. You train so hard, and then like, but you also gotta think about that. If you gotta have that pose, that posing down, because that's one of the biggest things. That basically, I feel like is one of the number one is posing and smiling, and so if you don't get that right, basically you're just there's like basically points taken out. So yeah, so that's one thing. Yes, I'm working right now a lot on posing. So
yeah.
so it's not easy. They're trying to
But
hold it
this,
for 30 seconds. That pose of the
yeah,
muscles is like, oh no.
yeah. We got MD. Goddamn, she is gorgeous and hot angel from heaven. Well, you got a fan. He said that you're gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
very.
Thank you.
And the D asks a question: what does she do for abs? What do you do for
What do
abs?
I do
Like
for
how? What's your work? Yeah,
Oh, I do a lot of ab work. I do all kinds of ab works. I do like oh my gosh, I said I do the what's it called? I can't even think about it right now. The ones holding the for like a minute. I do a lot of like calisthenics, like holding on
yeah,
to like I hold on to the bar, hold my legs up. I hold it for a
yeah.
minute
Leg
and a
lifts.
half. Yes, I do crunches, I do bicycles, oh my gosh, I do a lot. Always work on abs every day, but I also make sure, like one thing with abs, I also make sure I always do clean eating because those abs will not show if you're not clean
Yeah,
eating. So
yeah,
so yeah, but
yeah.
that's my ab work. I do a lot of ab work. I do all kinds of them. I could say, I do, like I said, calisthenics is great for abs too, because it just makes them stronger. So
Do you do like
yeah.
push-ups or muscle-ups or anything like that?
Yes, I do push-ups, I do pull-ups. I um I actually became so good at doing push-ups. I do all kinds of push-ups like the explosive push-ups too. I do that. I should take
Okay.
videos and post them, but I've always work out by myself, and my camera always falls up down, so it's like I give up. So, but I do all kinds of push-ups because I feel like it just gives your it you could it builds up your muscles and also your endurance too. It's like doing cardio, doing explosive push-ups.